Hello and welcome to today's BrainBox trivia quiz. Today we're going to be focusing on questions regarding the movies, so if you're ready, let's go. Question number 1. In Blade Runner, what are the artificial humans called? Are they A. synthetics, B. replicants, or C. droids? The answer is B. replicants. Now, the term replicant was created by the screenwriter David Peoples' daughter, who was studying genetics at the time. Question number 2. Who played the character of Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver? Was it A. Al Pacino, B. Robert De Niro, or C. Jack Nicholson? The answer is B. Robert De Niro. Now, he actually obtained a cab driver's license and worked 12-hour shifts for 1 month to prepare for this role. Now, that's method acting. Question number 3. Which silent film is often considered the first science fiction movie? Was it A. A Trip to the Moon, B. Metropolis, or C. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari? The answer is A. A Trip to the Moon. Now, this 1902 film with Georges Méliès features a famous image of a rocket landing in the moon's eye. Question number 4. Which film is known for the twist ending where the villain is revealed to have been faking a limp? Was it A. Seven, B. Primal Fear, or C. The Usual Suspects? The answer is C. The Usual Suspects. The twist ending where Verbal Kint is revealed to be Kaiser Soze is considered one of the greatest in cinema history. Question number 5. In Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter famously says he ate what with fava beans? Was it A. a kidney, B. a heart, or C. a liver? The answer was C. a liver. Now, did you know Anthony Hopkins won an Oscar for his role as Hannibal Lecter, despite only about 16 minutes of screen time? Number 6. Which film is set in the fictional African country of Wakanda? Is it A. Black Panther, B. Coming to America, or C. The Lion King? The answer is A. The Black Panther. Now, this was the first superhero film to be nominated for a Best Picture at the Academy Awards. Right, time for question number 7. Which film is known for the quote, "Here's looking at you, kid"? Was it A. A Brief Encounter, B. Casablanca, or C. Citizen Kane? The answer was B. Casablanca. Now, Humphrey Bogart's line was completely improvised, yet has still become one of the most famous quotes of all time. Number 8. Which actor famously turned down the role of Neo in The Matrix? Was it A. Leonardo DiCaprio, B. Brad Pitt, or C. Will Smith? It was, in fact, C. Will Smith. Now, he turned down that role in order to star in Wild Wild West, which, unfortunately for him, was one of the biggest flops of his career. Question number 9. Which film features a computer named HAL 9000? Was it A. Blade Runner, B. 2001: A Space Odyssey, or C. Star Wars? It was B. 2001: A Space Odyssey, and that computer HAL 9000 has become one of the most iconic and yet menacing AI characters in film history. Number 10. Which actor played the character of Charles Foster Kane in Citizen Kane? Was it A. Orson Welles, B. Humphrey Bogart, or C. James Stewart? The answer is A. Orson Welles, who was only 25 when he directed, produced, and starred in Citizen Kane. Question number 11. Which film features the line, "I am big, but the pictures, they got small"? Was it A, Sunset Boulevard, B, All About Eve, or C, Gone with the Wind? It was, in fact, A, Sunset Boulevard, the star of which, Gloria Swanson, was a silent film actress herself, and that added a certain gravitas to the role. Number 12. In which film does Harrison Ford say, "I have a bad feeling about this"? Was it A, Raiders of the Lost Ark, B, Blade Runner, or C, Star Wars A New Hope? The answer was C, Star Wars A New Hope, and this line has become a recurring catchphrase throughout the whole Star Wars franchise. Right, question 13. Which film is famous for its rotating hallway fight scene? Was it A, The Matrix, B, Inception, or C, John Wick? The answer is B, Inception. Now, in order to achieve all of that effect, they actually built a massive set that they could physically rotate. Number 14. Which film features a character named Tyler Durden? Was it A, The Machinist, B, Fight Club, or C, American Psycho? The answer is B, Fight Club, and although it was a box office failure, the film Fight Club has gone on to become a huge cult movie, but we don't talk about it. Question number 15. Which 1970 film was the first to be rated X by the MPAA? Was it A, Midnight Cowboy, B, A Clockwork Orange, or C, A Last Tango in Paris? The answer is A, Midnight Cowboy, and it is the first and, so far, the only X-rated movie to win an Oscar for Best Picture. Let's move to question 16. In The Sixth Sense, what does the young boy claim he can see? Is it A, ghosts, B, future events, or C, dead people? The answer is C, dead people, and that famous line has become a major plot twist leading to the film's iconic status. Right, question 17. In which 1980 horror film was directed by Stanley Kubrick? Was it A, Halloween, B, The Shining, or C, Rosemary's Baby? The answer was B, The Shining. Now, Stephen King, who wrote The Shining, was initially dissatisfied with Kubrick's adaptation of his novel. He must have cried all the way to the bank. Number 18. Which movie is about a man who has to relive the same day repeatedly? Is it A, Groundhog Day, B, Edge of Tomorrow, or C, Looper? The answer is A, Groundhog Day. Now, this film has been interpreted as an exploration of various philosophies, including existentialism and Buddhism. It's a bit too deep for me. Question number 19. Which film won the first ever Academy Award for Best Picture? Was it A, Sunrise, B, The General, or C, Wings? It was 1929, and the film that won it was Wings, and it remains to this day the only truly silent film to win the award. Right then, question number 20. In Reservoir Dogs, which character is an undercover cop? Is it A, Mr. Orange, B, Mr. White, or C, Mr. Blonde? The answer is Mr. Orange. Now, Quentin Tarantino, who originally wanted to play Mr. Pink in the film, but that role went to Steve Buscemi. So then, question number 21. Which actor played the title role in Edward Scissorhands? Was it A, Tom Cruise, B, Johnny Depp, or C, Leonardo DiCaprio? The answer was B, Johnny Depp. Now, the writer-director Tim Burton based the character of Edward Scissorhands on his own feelings of isolation and loneliness during his childhood. Number 22. Which 1987 film is a modern retelling of a classic story of Cyrano de Bergerac? Was it A. Roxanne, B. The Shape of Water, or C. The Greatest Showman? It was in fact A. Roxanne, and it starred Steve Martin, and it was a comedic take on the classic story, with Steve Martin wearing a prosthetic nose throughout the film. Number 23. In which 1990 film marked Martin Scorsese's return to gangster films? Was it A. The Departed, B. Goodfellas, or C. Casino? The answer was B. Goodfellas. Now considered one of the greatest films of all time, its influence can be seen in countless other crime movies. Right, we're nearly there. Question number 24. Which film features the quote, "I feel the need for speed"? Was it A. The Color of Money, B. Days of Thunder, or C. Top Gun? The answer was, of course, Top Gun. Now, the success of this film led to a significant increase in enlistments to the US Armed Forces. Right, coming up, question 25. Which 1994 film starred Tim Robbins as a wrongfully convicted man in prison? Was it A. Escape from Alcatraz, The Shawshank Reception, or C. The Green Mile? It was, of course, The Shawshank Redemption. Now, this film didn't do well at the box office, but became one of the most beloved films of all time thanks to the growing home video market. Right then, that's it for today. I hope you had some fun, and if you did, like, follow, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Thanks for playing. See you next time.